knowing that it was a straight up trade, which none of us really understood. And again, I kept saying to you, Matt, even during the game, like, dude, if I walked away with something from that, at least I could feel a little bit better. But I just I can't feel anything right now when the main dude you traded for, who I'm like, well, why? You got two of them dudes already on your team, with the third dude coming back off of injury, who we'll get into soon. So you had all these guards already on your squad, and you go and get Josh Giddey. And again, for me, it wasn't an indictment against Giddey. And I kept saying that. It's not an indictment against him and his game. It's like, yeah, he's cool. But it's like when you make these kind of trades, these straight up trades, which honestly in the NBA rarely kind of happen. Because why do you think cash considerations was a thing here in Chicago? Because it rarely kind of happened when you just traded a player.
So much so that it's nothing. The name of a Bulls podcast.
And shout out to that pod, Big J. What up, bro? And it's just like, dude, it's so much of a thing that it just really doesn't happen when it's that kind of straight up. And you walk away with just that. So then all your hope, whether you want to or not, you're pinning everything on Josh Giddey. All the hopes, all the dreams, he's got to get this done because you walked away with just that. So that was your only chip, and you're putting everything on him, which isn't fair, in my opinion, put it all on him, but that's the game. That's what it is right here. So for him to come out and to have these games and Billy to recognize it this early, and again, for me, it ain't that fourth, even though that's an issue. It ain't that. It's when I come out after the half, a game where it's 77-73, where we're not even playing what you don't do well, which is defense. It's not happening in this game. Not happening in that first half. So come out in that second half, okay, let's see what's up, what's going on. Oh, no, you can't even play that either because your thing is transition, having the ball, facilitating. It wasn't good enough. That's what Billy just told us. It wasn't good enough and wasn't going to help us win. That's what he said, and that for me is more damning and more indicting on AK, and not on Giddey, but just more so on AK because they're the ones who made that trade to bring him in and got nothing else. It was just him.
And then there's also the element of trying to get Giddey to continue to improve and develop. And one of the things that he and I talked about when I did that Q&A with him earlier on the season was his confidence and the way that he played last year and the way that he fell out of the rotation, all that stuff hurt his confidence, and that impacts his play. He gives this quote to the reporters today. This is via Joe Colley on Twitter. It pisses me off to be on that side of the ball and be like that. As I said in the preseason, I wanted to be better on that side of the ball, and I thought I was making steps in the right direction. To have a night like I did, it kind of kills your confidence. And
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, you don't want to hear about a young player who plays badly and then loses confidence in himself because, look, I'm not Giddey does some things well. You need him to do he needs the ball in his hands in order to do those things. Yeah. But if him getting cooked by Darius Garland, which is he's not the only person that's happened to. Darius Garland's a very good player. But if that hurts his confidence, how does that bleed into his offensive game? And I think you saw that tonight where he just didn't give you much on that side of the ball either. And now that's where you're really in trouble is you can't even rely on him to do good things on the offensive end that build confidence, that get him engaged on the defensive end. It's all cyclical. It all connects.
Yeah, correct.
And so this is a bad sign. It's one game out of 82.
Sure.
The trend has not been great.
No.
I'm not saying it's over, but it is a bad direction that it seems things are heading right now. And I don't know what the intervention is. How do you fix this? How do you get him feeling confident? How do you get him improving on that end? Or is it just physical limitations that he's just not going to be able to overcome? I just don't know.
Because what's wild, Will, is if he's already talking about his confidence and then you get benched at halftime.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good.
Not good at all, man.
And again, that reinforces this idea of is Billy Donovan there to build up the young player's confidence, or is he there to try to win games? Yeah. And clearly, the answer is he's trying to win games.
He made his decision. Yeah.
Clearly. And so that should scare you a little bit about the direction of this team and what they're doing with their draft pick. And they looked pretty good tonight, all things considered. Giddey did not have a good game. Zach didn't play great. If you get something closer to neutral from those guys, they probably win this game.
Sure.
And they didn't. Cavs did not have Evan Mobley, but they are 14-0 now. They're the best team in the league in terms of record.
And the Bulls have given
them two good fights. They should be a young team that's feeling confident and feeling the media, all these people like underestimated us. We should be better than this. And it just feels like it's gone the other direction now. And you have all of these conflicting and opposing viewpoints of what does the coach want to do? What do the players want to do? What does the front office want to do? Like, what is the long term? What is the short term? It's just, there doesn't seem like there's any unifying goal. It does not seem like they're all rowing in the right direction. And that is a problem.
We all silly like the mayor.